this doesn't tell you much, but this is the largest party in Sweden, Social Democrats. This is the latest poll for the European elections in Sweden. We are going to send 18 members to the parliament. So we are, and the parties have their lists of people which they want to send. So we, as citizens, we chose a list, and if depending on how many votes a party gets, they get to send a number of people. So what is surprising is that the 5.5% is prepared to vote for the Pirate Party, and I laugh because I didn't believe this myself before. I've been dealing with public opinion polls and information communication management for some time, but somewhere in my heart, even if I can feel very strongly for the values that they are talking about, I thought that the Pirate Party is a name, okay, online, but offline it can't function. But this is actually what's going on. It's functioning very well.
So if that means if they have 5.5%,
they will get one.
Yeah, but if this would be national elections, they would actually get seats in Riksdagen.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's huge.
Yes, but one should know, European election, the participation is approximately half as in the national elections. So usually single issue parties in Sweden have a stronger opportunity to enter politics during European elections, which is actually true for many European countries. National elections tend to be more conservative. You go and vote as you usually vote. You vote for the party that you usually vote for, because it's much more. It's not as vivid as the European election. Actually, the European election is more vivid when it comes to issues. It's even more like a. Excuse me for choosing the word. I mean, the European Commission will say that I'm crazy, but sometimes it looks more like a circus, because it's the single. It's instead of like it's the parties that really drive the campaigns. It's the single persons on the list that's driving the campaign. And they can have much more opposing views on politics than what's usually the case in the national elections. So let's skip that. So perhaps this will be in 1.5 weeks. Perhaps this will be the headline. Now I'm used to the reputation of Swedes as a very calm, a very almost boring people. I mean, a little bit like down to earth, controlled, cold. So I don't mind. I mean, it's another image of Sweden.
I mean, the day the verdict came out from the Pirate Bay trial, I mean, it hit the front. I mean, it was like front page on BBC, CNN, like and all international media. Yeah. It was huge.
Here, I've tried. I realize now this is always the case for me when I begin to talk. It's the clock is. But let's have a comment.
A question about the Pirate Bay is it the 5.5%? Are they like nationalism because they feel there's an attack against Swedish?
No, not at all.
Like, is there?
No, there is no nationalism in this. On the contrary. I come back to that, actually. I actually come back to it.
Quick question. 2 slides ago, it showed that the members of Pirate Bay has gone up so drastically. Are these members in Sweden or international?
Sweden.
Because I have another report here that says since the beginning of April, it has dropped by 40% due to the new law that was implemented. How do you reflect?
Registration or?
Okay, you mean that
there is downloading?
No, but they're two different.
No,
things.
these are different things. These are memberships in the political party.
Okay.
The downloading is the traffic to the Pirate Bay.
There's
I'm
some.
sorry, but I mean, they're advocating for lack of copyrights and basically they're advocating for
Here.
proper-
Here is the issue. Here is the conflict. I think it's very important that one always think there is a conflict. It's not as simple as saying that, oh, they think that everything should be free. Now, there is a ideological, political conflict here, as it's always when someone wants to make public opinion. Now, of course, corporate organizations, the state, of course, if you want to manage like thousands and thousands of companies, organizations, activities, you want some kind of rules. Copyright, fundamentally, is a question of who controls what when it comes to intellectual products, ideas. So, part of the game. Security. Ever after Bush and the incident, the demand for more and more control of the information is increasing. Now, we could discuss if it's fair or not fair, but it is increasing. Now, against these are actually two dimensions. Against, we have civil rights considerations. How much information, public, I mean, if we take a library, this is an argument that often the pirate use. A library is a public library. You distribute books, people get to read. This is a form of public service or almost civil rights that everyone should have a chance of learning. So where is the border where you should say that this is private, this is public? So when one reasons like that, one can realize that there can be conflicts. How much should be controlled? By whom? When?
No, I mean,
The other line is integrity.
my question was basically, according to the Swedish constitution, a copyright violation is wrong, is a punishable offense, is it?
Yes.
So basically founding a political party that pushes for copyright violation is going against the constitution. Is that
no,
correct?
it's not part of the constitution.
Okay.
It's
Or a part of the law,
copyright.
that's-
Copyright law is
Exactly, sorry,
but
that's what I meant.
it's very much within the law to start a party to try to change the public's minds regarding the law, saying that this law is wrong, we should make another law.
Okay.
But there is a huge discussion on how much do they actually encourage the illegal file sharing at the moment. So I understand your question so completely.